In the heart of the vibrant village of Amali, surrounded by dense magical forests, ruled a wise and respected king named Ndaba. The village was known for its rich traditions, colorful festivals, and deep connection to the spirits of the forest. King Ndaba's rule was marked by peace and prosperity, and he was loved by his people for his wisdom, honesty, and fairness. King Ndaba had many children, but his favorite was his eldest son, Prince Jabari. From a young age, Jabari was known for his striking beauty and charisma, traits that endeared him to the people. However, he was also known for his ambition and a certain recklessness that worried the king and his advisors. As Prince Jabari grew older, his ambition became more apparent. He dreamed of power and glory, often feeling stifled under his father's rule. His friends and peers, a group of equally ambitious and reckless young men, fueled his desires. They whispered in his ear, telling him that he was destined for greatness and that his father's time was over. "Why should you wait for your father to step down?" said Kweku, his closest friend. "You are strong, charismatic, and the people love you. Take what is rightfully yours." These words fed Jabari's growing discontent. He began to gather support among the younger warriors and influential figures in the village, secretly planning to usurp his father's throne. Prince Jabari's discontent was further inflamed by his involvement in several illicit affairs. Despite being betrothed to a noble and beautiful maiden named Zola, he pursued numerous other women in the village, using his charm to seduce them. His actions sowed discord and resentment among the villagers, although his close circle of friends saw it as a display of power and virility. One night, after a grand feast, Prince Jabari and his friends, emboldened by palm wine and their own bravado, began to openly discuss their plans. Unknown to them, a loyal servant of the king overheard their conversation and hurried to inform King Ndaba. King Ndaba, heartbroken by his son's betrayal but determined to maintain peace in his kingdom, summoned Prince Jabari to the royal hut. He spoke to him with a heavy heart, hoping to dissuade him from his reckless path. "My son," King Ndaba began, "I have heard disturbing things. You are my firstborn, and I have always seen greatness in you. But greatness comes with responsibility and patience. Your actions and desires are leading you down a dangerous path." Prince Jabari, instead of heeding his father's words, was defiant. "Father, your time has passed. It is time for new leadership. For someone who will take this village to greater heights. I am that leader." Seeing his son's resolve, King Ndaba decided to let the village council decide Prince Jabari's fate, hoping that the vision of the elders would guide his son back to the right path. The village council, a group of wise and experienced leaders, convened to discuss Prince Jabari's actions. They listened to both the king and the prince, and after much deliberation, they issued a stern warning to Prince Jabari. They reminded him of the importance of loyalty, respect, and the dangers of unchecked ambition. "Prince Jabari," the head elder said, "we see potential in you, but your current path will only lead to ruin. Abandon your plans, reconcile with your father, and you will one day rule this village with the wisdom and experience that come with time." Despite their counsel, Prince Jabari's heart was hardened. He saw their decision as a challenge to his authority and a sign of their lack of faith in his abilities. Determined to take the throne by force, Prince Jabari and his followers launched a rebellion. They attacked the palace in the dead of the night, hoping to catch King Ndaba and his loyalists off guard. However, The king, having anticipated his son's move, was prepared. A fierce battle ensued, and the village was thrown into chaos. Prince Jabari, driven by rage and ambition, fought his way to the throne room, where he confronted his father. The two clashed, their fight symbolic of the struggle between tradition and reckless ambition. Despite his strength and youth, Prince Jabari was ultimately overpowered by his father's experience and determination. In the heat of the battle, one of Prince Jabari's close friends, seeing the futility of their rebellion, betrayed him in hopes of saving himself. He struck Prince Jabari from behind, ending the prince's life prematurely. With Prince Jabari's death, the rebellion quickly crumbled. King Ndaba, though victorious, was filled with sorrow over the loss of his son. He decreed a period of mourning for the fallen prince and used the opportunity to reflect on the lessons learned from the tragic events. The village of Amali slowly began to heal, but the memory of Jabari's rebellion and its consequences remained fresh in the minds of the people. They sang songs of lamentation and told stories of the once promising prince who had fallen victim to his own ambition and disobedience. King Gundaba addressed the village during the Festival of Unity, sharing the lessons from the recent turmoil. As the proverb says, a bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. Ambition without wisdom leads to destruction. My son Jabari had great potential, but his impatience and disobedience brought about his downfall, he said, addressing the crowd. The king established a council of young advisors to work alongside the elders, ensuring that the voices of the younger generation were heard and guided. This new system allowed for a balance between the wisdom of the elders and the energy and ideas of the youth. King Ndaba's decree also included the establishment of a school to teach the youth about the importance of humility, respect, and patience. These institutions became pillars of Amali society, ensuring that the lessons learned from Prince Jabari's tragic tale were passed down through generations. As the years passed, Amali continued to flourish under the balanced leadership of King Ndaba and the council. The village became a beacon of wisdom and prosperity, with its people living in harmony with each other and the magical forest that surrounded them. Young people in the village learned from the tale of Prince Jabari, understanding the importance of patience, respect for their elders, and the dangers of greed and sexual immorality. They grew up with a strong sense of community and a commitment to upholding the values that had sustained Amali for generations. Through traditional songs, dances, and customs, the story of Prince Jabari was passed down, ensuring that the lessons of the past would guide the people of Amali into a bright and harmonious future. The village thrived, united by the shared understanding that true greatness comes not from reckless ambition, but from wisdom, humility, and the strength of a community bound by respect and love. The tale of Prince Jabari teaches the importance of obedience to authority, caution against unchecked ambition and greed, and the impact of negative influences. It emphasizes the value of fidelity, humility, and patience. These lessons guide young people to live with integrity and wisdom. Thank you for listening to this story. Do you think Prince Jabari's quest for power and position is influenced by peer pressure? Do you believe Prince Jabari's behavior and attitude towards his father, the king, are influenced in any way by his lack of proper home training? Do you think King Ndaba loves his son, Prince Jabari, even after his death? Do you believe that his friend's decision to kill him prevented the king and the entire community from being in impending danger? How, in your opinion, may this tragedy be prevented going forward? And what other moral lessons do you think the youth of this generation can learn from this story? If you think this is the kind of narrative that can positively impact today's youth and add virtue in their behavior and character, please hit the notify button, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.